Okay, walk 590, 1st of October, 125 walks to this therapeutic day. Be about 13 degrees just after 6 o'clock in the morning. It's longer than it was last time, for sure. A lot of traffic about, but this one, because it's warmer than because it's warm, it's smooth and it's soft underfoot. Feels amazing. We've got a late drizzle. Last couple of walks have been freezing. This one is not. This one is it's muddy and the grass is soft underfoot. It feels, in other words, just about perfect conditions. It feels soft, slippery and wonderfully dewy. I'm going to enjoy this one. I've got 3 night shifts coming up. We've got a severe weather warning coming today's Wednesday. I'm 48 hours off my last night shift. I've got a severe weather warning for coming home on Saturday. But I'm off for a few days after this one. I've got shit off duty and it's just one of those things. I don't have the greatest off duty coming up. However, what I do have, I will be in, the big one that I do have is, I'm talking a lot about going back to Edinburgh over Midlothian. I think that'll be happening next year, this time next year. This time next year all this will be, I think, I'll be gone. What I'm doing today is start the house hunt, get my house ready for sale. I've got a million things needing done. So I'm spending winter, autumn, winter, getting ready for getting the house ready. I also need to find a place in Edinburgh where I can do some barefooting. I need to find a place, whatever flat or house and so on, I need to find a park close at hand. In a good sized park, I need something like this. Not too bad, not compared. Nothing to worry about. I can take my time. Yep, basically plan would be get the house ready for sale this winter. Then, it's a thought. It's quite scary. But, yeah. By the next summer, plan on things have been speeded up, just things out with my control. Wherever I've lived for the last 2 properties, I've always had a good sized park close at hand. Yeah. I need to find out, I still need to work out my budget. I've got got a decent budget, I think. But I also need to work out the practicalities, like what do I need? Looking forward for the next 20 years, what do I need? Um, aye. There's just been a whole lot of shit with, I guess, with inheritance and stuff like that, and stuff which I never actually thought about, stuff which I never really wanted to think about. If a family member offers you, if your parents offer you a lot of money, then in Britain you've got to be careful with the inheritance tax, because inheritance tax is huge. But I always feel guilty doing it. I always feel guilty taking, I've always paid my way and then some. And I just feel uncomfortable with it. However, if I can't not take it, but I don't just say it will. You're looking good. They're looking fine. Feeling good. Like I say, when it's this warm at this time on the 1st of October, you take your time. I don't know. I think all of us would sooner take all the money in the world, get rid of all the money in the world, but still have our loved ones. There's so many questions that, you know how you can have a conversation, you're so stunned that you can't ask all the questions. Or, as is the case for me, you want to avoid it because it feels fatalistic. But next time you're going to have to sit down and you are going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to deal with it. If I do get a certain amount of inheritance, it means buying a house cash up front. Could lease out one house. You can get maybe about 800 quid. Definitely wouldn't get extra prices. And another thing that I could do would be to, depends on how much, you could have 2 properties. Lease one out to the council, they would take care of all the repairs and so on. Use that scheme. And pay me a certain income. That's maybe an option, depending on how much. And that would tide me over through retirement, along with whatever else. And it would save me working. Or means that would only have to do 1 shift a week. There's a lot of options. So, time to think about things. Maybe I'll find out what the budget is and think about things carefully. Suddenly the rain has started. The drizzle started. Yeah. Anyway, this has got to be 14 months in September, 32 walks in July, dread thinking many in August. This will be the last walk of the Barefoot year, most walks I've done in 1 year. I guess small achievements in life. Like I've always said, I need to keep this going over the winter. The walks that I did in the winter set me up in good stead for I'll be doing a lot of walks in the winter. It'll be time to keep up the momentum irrespective of the cold. I can get another 20 walks done by December, that would be, by the end of the year, that would be good. Utilise one's annual leave properly. Got a week off in October, a week off in November, so we'll work on that. This has been amazing to walk on this surface. It just feels so fucking good. Coming to the end, taking my time, getting my thoughts together. I'm confusing myself further. Alright, coming to the end. This has been, if it's the last walk of Barefoot year, it's definitely been one of my favourites. Thanks for watching.